Hey guys, it's me Pinky. The last few days I got asked quite a lot about the Siege of Winterfell and AC researches, and I'm a bit confused why now, since UC is over, Siege of Winterfell is a bit away, but hey, I guess a lot of people are finishing like the first few researches which are useful for everything, like the healing speed and stuff, and wonder now how to continue, and I guess maybe some more have those questions. I wanted to give a very, let's call it, basic overlook over how I would make a decision for myself. So firstly, what I did was pushing the first few researches, which is 1 million more troops. For AC, especially if you play in UC and want to get into one of the big alliances, this is like a must-have to have 5 million troops on the field, which means 350 million troops on the field, which means 50 million troops more than back when it was a 3 million troop limit with 100 people, which is needed because rally sizes are getting bigger. The most of the very strong alliances have more rally leads than in the past. So you just need more troops. Also, a lot of accounts are going over 2 million march heights if they use a 100%. So with 4 million, you can't really reinforce with 2 full marches, but with 5 million you can again. This is a luxury problem though, but yeah, in order to reinforce better, fill rallies better, have more troops to hand, overall you just need 1 million more troops. This is kind of not as needed for Siege of Winterfell, because most people, I think, are getting along with 3 million troops. Some need the 4 million, but you need this research anyways to have everything after. As you can see, I have the healing speed for Siege of Winterfell already done. This has a very simple reason. I played the Siege of Winterfell playoffs, so this was my first priority ever. I also had healing speed in my refinement, so I could heal cheaply. For me, it totally worked out because Siege of Winterfell is pretty expensive to heal, and if you have close matches, those will be insane. And then 80% more heal speed are kind of worth to have. But as you can see, neither here nor there I made researches after. This is simply because I want to finish the AC healing speed also before I do something else. And then I'm kind of left with the same question that a lot of people are asking me, how to go on after this. And the very simple answer is, if you are not a rally leader for AC, and you will never be a rally leader for AC, for example, you are free to play and your alliance has spenders, then you won't be a rally lead realistically. Then just go Siege of Winterfell. Because in Siege of Winterfell, your own stats always matter. So you will need your own stats. And in AC, if you are not a rally lead, the only moment where your better stats would help you is when people solo you. But when people solo your castle, the AC researches don't apply. So basically you have no real reason to push the AC stuff. The only idea would be for the 100 extra points, but well, you bring them on the map. Instead of 100 points, you bring 200 points, but you will also lose 200 points once somebody kills your castle. And if you're not a rally lead, it's pretty likely people will kill your castle. So even this will help you with more initial points to reach like 20, 30, 40, 50k easier. But if you lose a map, you lose. If you lose a match, you lose it either way. If you have the pre-battle preparation or not. While if you are not a rally lead and you play Siege of Winterfell, your own troops need a buff, and maybe you will be more successful just because most alliances will value UC/AC a lot more, and currently you can't spam for this. Most of the stronger guys will go into the research for AC, and maybe with you having the researches for Siege of Winterfell then, you can have a small advantage. But you have to be realistic here, because once you reach those 3, for example, you need to have all the other researches on level 1 to research it. So in order to make theirs level 10, and then in order to make this level 10, for example, you will need all these 3 on level 10. So you will need everything before here on level 10. After you made everything here level 10, you could, for example, go logistics cavalry, then better cavalry, or better techniques cavalry. But then again, you are stuck with this here, where you need all the researches before on level 1 to make this level 1. And if you want to make it level 10, you need everything level 10. It will take a lot of time to reach the end of the research tree anyways, either if you go AC or Siege of Winterfell. I would focus on one, and I'm not sure, because for MBL, for example, I'm a rally leader, but I enjoy Siege of Winterfell a lot more. And since I have stuff like Daenerys, my account is very good for Siege of Winterfell. So I'm thinking about pushing Siege of Winterfell for myself, but that will also mean that I will miss out on like 10 base health, 10 base defense, anti-counter. My rallies will be slower than from everyone else. Then you get 10 base attack for gas here. You get 5% damage here, which means I will be in the disadvantage compared to other AC rally leads that focus here, aka more soloable, aka will lose more rallies, and I can solo myself less. But I still think, like, if you are no rally leader, just ignore this after the healing. In theory, you can also say you don't need the 80% healing, because if we look at it, we already have 200%. So we go up from 208 to 288. That's not the biggest buff in the world. And then if you're not a rally lead, you can easily put healing speed into your refinement and will heal cheaply with this. So in theory, you could just say, I just want the first two, because the pathfinding, for example, 30% more marching speed will save you some boots over a match, and to be honest, I'm pretty low on boots. I have a lot of 25s, but like no 50s or 75s left. So this is pretty useful. I like the healing buff, and well, the 1 million troops you need either way. But after that, decide, do you want to rally lead? Yes. Think about what your ally needs. If you are no rally leader, then just go Siege of Winterfell, because there everyone matters, and that means every stat matters you get for your troops. And if you have some decent commanders and are able to buff them up, then maybe you can all of a sudden compete with people that are stronger than you that have no researches here.